Krissy, I love that you're back in Maine.
Yo, what up, though? Calling for Krissy T.
Oh, it's Krissy.
What's she gonna say next?
Krissy T in the morning, more like Krissy Unfiltered in the morning.
Maine's new way to wake up. Krissy in the morning on Portland's #1 hit music station, Q97.9.
Yes, Krissy, you're on the queue. Let's go. Woo!
My life be like
Krissy in the morning
this answers every question. My life be like
on Q97.9.
So all the haters, you got to back off.
Man, we have so many good things happening here. So in the 7 o'clock hour, I've got Kane Brown tickets for you, okay? It's for this weekend. So if you don't have any plans, or if you do have plans, you might want to drop them if you win these tickets, because he's going to Fenway. And you know Fenway is one of the most magical concert venues ever. I even wrote a blog about it. If you have our Q97.9 app, it's trending right now. Do you know who actually was just voted the best performer at Fenway Park ever? I was pretty shocked by it. The name starts with a P. And remember, lots of legendary acts have been at Fenway, including Kane Brown himself. He's been there before as well. Morgan Wallen. If you want to check that out, I posted up videos from the performer as well. And we also, on our app, if you have it downloaded, have 2 tickets to see Dua Lipa, Teddy Swims, Benson Boone, and Dasha at Austin City Limits Music Festival. And yes, that is in Austin, Texas. Okay, that's October 11th through the 13th. Now, check this out. I know you've got rent due, so we're not going to make you pay for the airfare. We're not even going to make you pay for your own hotel. And on top of it, we're going to give you $500 in spending money. Now, the way you enter to win this badass contest is download that Q97.9 app. Look at all the things you can find on there. Look at all the things you could do on there. I'm not even just saying that. Trending article, the artist who is the most popular performance at Fenway, the most liked performer thus far in 2024, is on that app. You can go win tickets to Austin, Texas. You could go see Dua Lipa. Just tap that app.
my life be like
Krissy in the morning
this answers every question. My life be like
on Q97.9.
So all the haters, you got to back off.
All right, stop messing around. Who is the guy in Portland that's going around tagging this big B with spray paint on storefronts? It's so ignorant. I'm sorry. I'm stopping the show right now to talk about this because I'm looking out my window here at One City Center, and somebody drew this big bumblebee graffiti right in the front of a storefront. And I don't understand why people are so ignorant to do this. And I've been seeing this bumblebee everywhere, okay? I saw it over by Otto's Pizza, and then they would paint over it, and then it was by Springer's Jewelers again, and then they would paint over it again, and then it would show up again. So whoever this guy is defacing Portland, you got to stop. I don't understand what you're doing with this. You're defacing local companies that are spending a lot of money and time and effort to keep themselves up and running in a little town. What are we doing defacing it, man? It's so annoying. I'm going to put up a picture on our Q97.9 Instagram if you want to see. And maybe you've seen these bumblebees before, and maybe you know who it is, and maybe I'm going to write an article and put a PSA out. I don't know yet. But my phone lines are open, 775-7979. Hey, guess what? They actually have painting classes or paper that you can do your little paintings on, or canvases that you can do your paintings on, not storefronts.
Krissy in the morning on Q97.9.
Let's begin now.
Krissy in the morning on Q97.9.
I woke up this morning and I said,
there is so much that I want to get to having Jason in the studio. For those of you just tuning in, by the way, I've got Jason Crute here, who is a longtime friend of mine. He is a business owner, an entrepreneur, and he is the husband of a woman that I love dearly, because we just realized off the air. You're afraid to talk right now. You're afraid to talk right now. So I think I've known you for about 8 or 9 years now, for those of you just tuning in. And the relationship is, I moved in on Craigslist to one of your brother's places. Or was it your place at the time?
My place. I was kind of there. I was living in Boston a little bit at the time.
Right. That's right. Okay. And so I moved in with Travis, who became a friend. And then you moved back to Boston.
Yeah, exactly.
With Danielle. Were you just married at the time or were you
We moved
about
back
to get
a
married?
month before we got married.
Oh my God. So was I? Okay. So that being said, let me just give you the timeline here. I had then, Travis moved out and you guys moved in.
Right.
And then we became roommates.
Yeah, he knew we were getting married and moving back, but I think you just chose to stay a little bit longer.
Yeah. Is that what happened? Wait, 8 years later, you're like, like now that you're here.
It wasn't too long, just for a little while.
Wait, Jason, did you not want me in there?
No,
okay.
we wanted a roommate. We very much wanted a roommate.
Okay, disclaimer. I was like 22 years old, right? And I'm now 32.
Right.
I'm now 32. So when I met you guys and you had moved in as this newly married or about to be newly married couple, your roommate was 22 years old in her prime, wharf days, ratchet.
Exactly.
Looking back on this, and it's funny because I invited you in here today to talk about all of your really cool business endeavors, and then we're just kind of flashbacking to time. And I'm like, wait, we have to talk about that.
Yes.
Now that it's in the past, tell me about it. What was it like living with me in my ratchet stage? Because let's be honest, I had that bright red hair, remember?
Yes.
Bright red hair. I was in my red hair
different
phase.
era.
Totally different era.
Yeah.
I was in my bright red hair phase. What was I doing? I think I was bartending, and then or maybe I was on a different station.
I think you were on a different station
At that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was going out drinking, and I was doing what 22-year-olds do. What was that like?
I remember you were like releasing your first merch and your first sponsor, and we were talking through that.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Wow, we have a lot of roots that I totally forgot about. It's all coming back.
I think we did some wine tasting back then too.
Did we?
We did.
We did because, okay, wait, Jason, I'm going to tell you this right now. I remember the basement being full of wine.
We had a lot of wine in the basement.
There was a lot of wine in the basement. And I remember I became friends, who's still my best friend to this day, Morgan. She was your other tenant.
Right.
Which is a whole other story. She lived below us. And that's how I met her. But I remember doing laundry one day, looking around and being like, should I just take a bottle? Do I take a bottle? And I remember looking at Morgan, I'm like, do I do it? We didn't do it. We were too afraid. But we're like, should we do it? We're like, would he know it was gone?
I did not keep good inventory back at that point, so you would have been fine.
So you're saying I could have done it?
I'm sure you did. It's okay. Wine's meant to be shared.
Maybe I did. See, that's a good. What would you call yourself? A wine maker?
No. Just in the wine industry and wine sales, representing wineries. Not the winemaker for sure. I'm the guy who sells it and markets it and tastes it, but not the winemaker.
Yeah. Good times, man. We've come so far since then because but what was it like having me like come home drunk and you guys are like trying to be this married couple and I'm like little baby Krissy coming home with like 4 people.
At that point, I think we were still going out with you sometimes. I mean, we were out there too, maybe not as late, but I think once or twice you did refer to us as mom and dad.
Oh, you guys were mom and dad. Yeah. You were. Because you're not that much older than me, right?
I don't think, no.
Or
4 or 5 years,
I won't need you. You're looking at me like, Krissy, don't do it.
I got to do the math.
But, yeah, you guys completely, totally accepted me into your house, and I was just like your roommate for a long time. I was your brother's roommate. I was your guys' roommate. And now it's like full circle. You're doing all these cool things in Portland. And also your wife, Danielle, became a really good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And she's still a really good friend of mine. What is she doing?
She's doing great. She has her own practice. So she's a physical therapist by trade, and then ended up opening up a gym, a fitness hub, running studio called Starting Line. So she's a really active member of the running community. And,
yeah, I see you guys both everywhere. You guys love your marathons.
Yes.
You're the family that you marry into that has to do the marathon after Thanksgiving.
Yes, exactly. Nope, we're out there on Congress every year at 7 a.m. for the turkey trot and love it. It's a part of our lives.
It's really cool because Maine is huge on running. The running community here is really cool. And I feel like they bring you in and you have this own little sense of a club almost in a way.
It is. It's such a great community. There's a lot of free runs. There's a lot of resources for runners, a lot of really cool races, for a state as small as Maine is population wise. Yeah. We have some really well-known, runners, races, and it's fun to be a part of.
Yeah, I keep up with you guys too. I watch you on Facebook, by the way. I stalk you guys. I know what's going on. I've stalked you for 8 years almost. But anyway, for those of you just tuning in, I've got Jason Crude here, who is an active member of the community in Portland. His wife and himself do so many things besides from running to having wineries to. Do you have anything else that you're currently working on?
That's, really the two things. They keep themselves in good balance. Yeah, wine and then also running to counteract that consumption of wine.
That's the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
That's the best of both worlds. All right, we're going to hit commercials here real quick. When we come back, we may or may not be tasting some of that wine because I see you have a full selection over there.
We have a few wines here.
Your face is like, yeah.
Krissy in the morning on Q97.9.
Blue Lobster Urban Winery. That's who we have on the check-in. Good morning. For those of you just tuning in, I've got Jason, one of the owners, and we've been going through all of the wine. We actually just got off the phone with somebody because I was wondering, should I do a wine tasting for breakfast? And I was going to try to say to you, Jace, because I know you got them all lined up over there and they look so delicious. I was going to say, I don't know if I should do it. I got to go to the gym. But someone called and was like, you got to do it.
You got to do it.
I got to do it. It has to be done. So we will do it. But first, when you walked in here, Jason, to One City Center, because that is where the Q97.9 studios are, did you see that bumblebee out there?
I did not see the bumblebee.
Look outside right now. You see that big bumblebee? Graffiti bumblebee. Right?
Yeah.
What is
that? It's a big
that?
bumblebee.
It's a big
He's not
bumblebee.
small.
It's over on Hi-Fi. And what this is somebody's been going around spray painting storefronts in Portland. I saw it at Springer's Jeweler. I saw it at Otto's. And now I see it over at Hi-Fi. And I just noticed it right before you got here. So I was going to see if you knew anything about that. I'm like, what is going on?
I don't.
Yeah, so you're looking at it, you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I'm going to put this up on Instagram if you follow us on Q97.9. And I mean, so this place has gotten such bad luck in the last 2 months. Somebody had knocked out their front 2 windows, and that's why you're seeing that board right there. So that was already really crappy. And then last night, somebody must have in the middle of the night, they painted this giant bumblebee. And I'm not talking small graffiti. I'm talking big bumblebee. Like, this is the size of an entire storefront. And I don't know how they got away with it. I'm assuming there's cameras over there. Maybe I'll go do an interview.
Are those hearts or wings on the top of the bumblebee?
I was thinking that too. They're like, I don't know what that is, but it's actually a very cute bumblebee. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a cute bumblebee, but you could definitely tell it's an artist tagging themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I bet you would know about this. Isn't there a law where if somebody tags your business, you have to paint it within 24 hours?
I don't know that. But there's actually, in East Bayside, there's a lot of containers, and they re-tag them every year. So they invite a lot of artists over. There was a big art festival on Sunday, block party in East Bayside. So
how was that? Did you go to that?
I was down there on Saturday. I didn't make it over on Sunday, but a ton of artists were down there re-tagging containers, and it's a really cool just walking area. So it was nice to see. We're
slowly becoming California.
Yes.
Or Florida. I just got back from Miami. I actually went to, what's the art fest that they have? I can't remember what the name of the art fest was. But I went to that and it was really cool. I feel like Portland's becoming that. Have you seen the Super Mario mural downtown?
Where is it?
You have to go see this. It's over on, what's the street that's on? Is it Federal on the other side of this studio?
Okay.
And it's right over there. And it takes up I think it's a tattoo studio, but it takes up 3 huge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's it brings you right back to your childhood. It's really cool. However,
do you have a soundbite for that? A Super Mario?
You know what? Give me 2 seconds, and I can do that. I can find it. Jason likes this one. Hold on.
You gotta give him that hawk tour.
What are your thoughts on Hawk Tua, by the way?
I don't know if I have any thoughts that are more original than anybody else.
I mean, she's 21 years old. So she was me when I moved into your house with your wife. That sounds so weird.
It's harder to get internet fame back at that point, I think.
It was. And, now you can get famous right overnight. What worries me about her getting that famous is the fact that she hasn't even done any growing yet. And now she's in the spotlight.
Right.
I can't even imagine what that's like. And she's loving it, though. She's getting canceled immediately on the internet. I don't know if you've seen this, but there's headlines everywhere.
I haven't followed it too closely.
Yeah, you're not the social media person. You're not the social media person. You're the wine person. So we're going to stick with the wine. bottom line, whoever is tagging their bumblebee, very cute bumblebee, but it's kind of upsetting me because you're sort of taking away from local storefronts right now. That was a bad one. It's right outside of our studio. Again, I'm going to pop it up on our Instagram, Q97.9. I am Krissy T Radio. And let's give Blue Lobster a shout out too.
Sure.
What is the tag? Just at Blue Lobster?
At Blue Lobster Wines.
At Blue Lobster Wines. Go give them a follow. I'm going to hit commercials right here, and then we're going to taste some wine. I'm going to just do it here.
Let's begin now.
Krissy in the morning on Q97.9.
I woke up this morning and I said,
It is time to win some Kane Brown tickets. Now, Kane Brown is coming to Fenway this Saturday, and it's amazing, Jace, what people will do when you tell them that they can have Kane Brown tickets. They will change up their plans. They will get babysitters, whatever they have to do to go to Boston.
To get there, yeah.
To get it, whatever it is, man. And he's got people like Bailey Zimmerman, John Party is opening as well. There's a bunch of other openers. So this show, it's going to be one of the best shows of Fenway. Besides Post Malone, we got to get Post Malone in Fenway one time. But this is what we're going to do. So you know how this goes. On the show, you have to win these tickets. And people love Kane Brown. They love Kane Brown. Big Kane Brown people. So the way that we're going to figure out if whoever's listening to us right now actually is a Kane Brown fan, we're going to put him to the test. Look at our phone lines are blowing up right now already. Now, Ingrid Andress, we all know yesterday, it was all over the headlines. She flubbed the national anthem a little bit.
It's a hard look. Bad luck.
It's a hard look. And, you know, I tried to be on her side. You would think I would mute my phone after 15 years in radio, but I still continue to forget that. Yesterday was a hard day for her. And I do feel for her because, you know, she was the most viral thing, but for a negative reason. And for those of you that didn't hear the national anthem, I won't play you the whole thing, but I'm going to play you one of the hardest parts.
That our flag was still there.
Jason's cringing.
I hadn't listened to it yet.
Oh, you want to hear that? Here.
Oh, say does that star-spangled
And this was at the All-Star game, the 2024 MLB Home Run Derby in Texas. So this was a big deal for a lot of players. This is the worst part right here. Listen. Right, you just want to laugh. So here's what we're going to do. And Jason, I love this idea. You brought this up. For Kane Brown tickets, call our Bonfire Country Bar hotline right now, 775-7979. If you can sing us just a little bit of the national anthem in your own rendition, you can rap it, you can sing it out loud, or whatever you want to do. Oh, incredible. My phone lines are blowing up. Oh, good for you guys. You're ready. You're done for that. Look at that, Jason.
They're ready to sing.
They're ready to sing. And now, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to answer. You're going to sing for me. And then Jason's going to pick, by the end of this hour, who has the best rendition of the Star Spangled
Love it. It has to be better.
It has to be better. All right, so 775-7979. I love how many of you are up for the challenge. This is why I love Maine. You never step down. All right, for Kane Brown tickets, you got to sing me the Star Spangled Banner. We'll be right back.
Krissy in the morning on Q97.9.
Man, life is funny. Sometimes you just got to go drop your car off and get a tune-up.
Right, and come to work 3 hours early and drink wine at work.
Yeah, drink a whole can of wine at work. Welcome to the show. Chris Sedenka, you've heard him on WBLM, and we've got Jason Crude over here, a longtime friend of mine and also the owner of Blue Lobster Urban Winery. And so because it was Dank's birthday yesterday, I'm like, well, we got to do some wine tasting.
Absolutely.
So what do you got over
great
there?
Birthday present. This is the blueberry infused wine. And my first thought before I drank it, I was wondering if it was going to be like an ice wine, which is a sweet wine, which a lot of people like. I'm not a huge ice wine fan.
Okay.
So I will dispel all rumors that I had in my head. This is not that at all. This is incredibly smooth and
for a can.
Yeah. Obviously it has the hint of sweetness, but like it finishes more like a dry. And the blueberry is a perfect
I'm sorry.
No,
You're
that was
setting
good.
me
That was
up.
good. No, that was good. I give you props.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, the blueberry is like a perfect sweetness in this.
Yeah, just a little unique offering from Maine, something we do that's just a little bit different. Have a lot of traditional varietals, but this one has really been the star, what people have come to know us for. And like you said, just a hint of blueberry, just a little essence of it.
Just the tip.
So what's the base wine? What's the base?
It could be a
grape in
base of Syrah. Some years we'll blend in a little bit of Merlot. So something that's nice and hearty,
What's
has that spice.
What is Syrah for those listening right now
that?
that
Syrah is
don't?
a wonderful grape.
Wonderful grape.
Wonderful grape.
Okay, a wonderful
Best known for being grown in the Rhone region of France.
Oh,
That's what's nice about wine is you have all these varietals that really work cultural.
Love.
Different people, different terroir, different climate, soil. So that's always what's really interesting about the world of wine. And what we're able to do at Blue Lobster is work with these farmers in different areas, bring their fruit, bring their grapes, bring the juice to Portland and can it right here. So
that's what's so cool about wine. It's literally from the earth. Like it depends on like the soil, the water,
so it's healthy.
The region.
It's healthy for me.
Of course.
It is definitely
so
healthy.
I can drink a whole bottle and be like, I am health. She is I.
And it's a labor of love.
Why do you think all those Italian ladies live to like 100?
Yeah, because they're drinking a bottle of wine a night.
Exactly. But it's a labor of love. It takes a long time to produce a wine. The grapes grow for the full season. They're harvested.
Yeah.
And that wine's not released till 6 or 12 months later. So it really is a longer process than a beer or things that other people realize.
Now, can you tell me this? I don't know why or where this came from, probably like an old folks tale, but it's that people actually squish the grapes with their feet. Did you spill, little dinks?
No. Yes. It's all over
I look
my
over,
shirt.
it's like dripping down your
I'm
shirt.
gonna need another shirt.
He likes it so much, it's all over his
Listen,
shirt.
I have a drinking problem. And what I mean is like literally I can't really drink very well. It always ends up on my shirt.
Yeah, no matter if it's wine or coffee, whatever that may be. I got you, dude. I got you. It's okay. We don't judge in here. But yeah, so do you actually squish grapes with your feet? Is that a practice somewhere?
That traditionally had been a practice years and years ago
Where we
as a
came
way
from.
to crush it. Yes, exactly. So now there's wine presses, which come in all different shapes and sizes. And the grapes can often crush themselves, too, by the weight of other grapes. So no feet going in the wine these days, but ceremonially to start a harvest or something, you can definitely see that. So definitely where we came from in the wine world.
Now, where we came from yesterday, watching the TV with Ingrid Andress. Quick little turn here. That was, I hesitate to say this, but I do believe that was one of the worst performances I have ever seen for a national anthem. However,
it was terrible.
Very bad.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing I'll say is, I like to lift people up. I couldn't do any better. So until I can do better, I can't say anything bad. However, what I do believe is I think it was very disrespectful now knowing that she was drunk because she put out a statement that she was drunk. She's sorry. She's going to rehab. Now that I know that, I was a little angry at her for accepting such a big all-star position.
Yeah, bad move.
Bad move.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who I personally know that it's their first time becoming an all-star, and they were very excited, and it just kind of ruins their moment.
Of course.
Thanks. It ruins their moment.
Yes.
And so I've got Kane Brown tickets on the line. Speaking of the Red Sox becoming an all-star, 3 of them. I've got tickets for you to go see them this weekend. So if you have plans this weekend, or if you don't, I know people that are going to crush their plans if they do win these tickets. I just need you to sing the national anthem a little bit better than this.
For the land of the free.
I hit the wrong button. I meant to go. Did you hear that? I was like, wait, that wasn't right. That wasn't right.
We've all been there.
That's it. Blame the wine.
Yeah,
Blame the
that's
wine.
right,
It's 8
that's
o'clock
right.
and I'm drinking wine.
That's right.
Q97.9. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hello, am I the right caller?
My girl, can you sing the Star Spangled Banner a little bit better than Ingrid Andress for Kane Brown tickets?
Well, I can certainly try. Do I have to do the whole dang thing?
You don't have to do the whole thing. Just give me a little bit of it. Go ahead.
You bet. Okay.
Stretch it out.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Yeah, you're really getting in there.
through the perilous. Okay, that's all I got.
You have a studio full of fans right now. We all looked at each other like, okay. Woo, we like that. We're going to put you in the running, girlfriend.
I just pulled over to have an Egg McMuffin, and I heard you, and I'm like, oh, what the hell?
What the hell? Let me sing the Star Spangled Banner on Krissy in the morning with an Egg McMuffin. That's the energy I need on a Wednesday. Girlfriend, I'm going to put you in the running.
Thank you.
Let's begin now.
Krissy in the morning on Q97.9.
I woke up this morning and I said,
thoroughly surprised and actually pleasantly surprised that Maine is actually going with us, Jason.
Yeah.
We're just having people do the Star Spangled Banners.
It.
Yeah, they're loving it. So for Kane Brown tickets to his show this Saturday, Fenway Park, openers include Bailey Zimmerman, we got John Party, and so many other really great country artists. I need you to sing the Star Spangled Banner better than Ingrid Andress did, okay? And Jason is going to be the judge of all of them. He's giving out scores 1 through 5. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
How are you, honey? What's your name?
Good. My name's Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, you ready to sing the Star Spangled Banner?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to get you started. Here we go.
Okay.
Take it away, girl. Take it away.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed?
Speed it up. Speed it up.
Twilight's last gleam.
Faster, faster.
And bright stars through the perilous fight. Is that good?
That was great. Jason, what do you think?
Very good.
Your voice didn't even crack once. My voice would have cracked like I hit puberty yesterday.
And I'm in a rush, too, driving all around right now. So.
I know, and then I rushed you. I'm like, faster, faster. I'm sorry that I gave you that anxiety. It's just because I have anxiety all the time.
No, it's all right.
I'm like, if I have to suffer, so do you.
Yeah, that's all right. We suffer together.
We do, and that's why I love this show. We're all just a little club. All right, girlie, I'm going to put you in the running. What was your name again?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, I need you to listen before 10 a.m. I might call your name, okay?
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
775-7979. 4 Kane Brown tickets. Can you sing the Star Spangled Banner better than Shane?
Krissy in the morning on Q97.9. Krissy in the morning on Q97.9.
Oh, what a show. Just how I like it. Thank you so much, Maine, for singing the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, it can't be much worse than Ingrid Andress. And look, I'm not going to tear her down. She made a mistake. We are all entitled to mistakes. I just feel like this was the wrong opportunity, an all-star MLB game, to make a drunk mistake. But you know what? She made her apology. She's going to rehab, and I'm not going to say anything bad about her from here on out. I'll let you do that. But look, I'm going to jump out of here. More Kane Brown tickets happen this afternoon with Jed, and I'll be back tomorrow for yet another pair for you, okay? 6 a.m. at Krissy in the morning. We'll be back alive. For now, do good things. And remember, if it makes you happy,